Alright YouTube fans, it's Hair BMW, Saturday morning, and about to get started on today's project. It's a crappy day here, raining, but it is cool and kind of humid, so it's definitely not a John Kerry kind of day, but that's okay. So I'll show you the mess I've got. No, not really a mess, it just looks terrible. But today's project is going to Plasti Dip the chrome molding that goes around the doors on my E90 330i. And I had done the front kidney grills a few weeks ago just on a whim, and just happened to see a video on YouTube about somebody doing it. Glad I did, because I would have tried to tape and mask and everything really close, and the idea is you don't want to do that. You want to stay, you know, a quarter of an inch or so away, so that you have a sharp edge on the molding, and then once it dries you peel it off. So I'm a bit anal when it comes to the car, so you'll see that I've probably put a bit more paper around it than I really needed to, just to protect from overspray. I understand it'll come off, but anyway. So I'll give you a quick walk around and sort of show you what I've done and some of the interesting things about this particular car well, anyway, I'll show you. So here you can see I've got my paper all the way around, and here is the here's the chrome, and you can see I've left my little gap right here, and all the way around. And then the idea is you take all your paper off and peel it up and then peel it back, but that water spotted chrome is what I'm trying to get away from. So you can see, pretty straightforward. Just tried to make sure I got everything protected. But what's interesting about this car, I think anyway, is there's a gutter in here. It's hard to see, but there's actually a gap in there. So I didn't want to get too much of the Plasti Dip back in there that I couldn't get to. Not that it wouldn't come out, but I'm not sure I could get to it, and it should, as long as I spray this way, should wrap around this lip nicely. That's the plan anyway, we'll see. So just to give you an idea, it's just a rainy, drizzly, and of course incredibly humid day in eastern North Carolina, but that's okay. So you know, I don't have a tripod or anything. I do these videos on my iPhone, so I really can't spray and talk and film all at the same time. So what I'll probably do is just do little segments. Everything I've read about this, and in my own experience using it, is like any kind of spray paint. It's light, even coats. I'll probably do 4. You can see I've got should have a gracious plenty here. You know, this is such a neat deal. Less than $6 at my local Lowe's a can. So, you know, you can't beat that. This was my other project. So I'll get back with you in a little while, give you an update. Oh, I was going to tell you that what I did was, once I got all the tape in, is I just took my little pry tool and went around, kind of laid it down, you know, in all the seams. And, you know, yeah, anyway. So I'll get back to you in a little while. Bye. Alright YouTube fans, Hair BMW, thought I'd give you an update, show you what the blackout trim is looking like. This is the second coat, and I'm about 5 or 10 minutes away from putting the next coat on. And what I've learned with this is, you can see where it's still kind of splotchy looking, and it looks like the chrome is showing through, and that's okay. The idea here is to do this in, you know, 3 or 4 coats, and, you know, trying to get back and there, and as I pointed out before, because this is hollow back here, you know, spraying from this direction to get down in there. But you absolutely have to try and do this in light coats. And I didn't point out before, but it is on this car, this piece of chrome wraps all the way around the inside and is actually chrome inside all the way up and around. So that was why all of this had to be there. But anyway, it's going well in spite of the fact that it's really humid here today. It seems to be drying in no time at all. So that was a little update, and I'll talk with you in a little while. Bye. Alright, YouTube fans, as you can see, I've gotten all of the paper and everything off, and by and large everything is pulled off. And I'm going to try and let you see what I'm going to do here. This is the piece of molding that's been Plasti Dipped, and you can see this line here, which is the area that's left between the tape. And the idea is you just sort of roll it up with your finger, and for whatever reason it just creates that really nice break against the molding. It just peels right up. There you go. I got one little bit back there under the mirror, and there are going to be some who say, well, why didn't you take the mirrors off? Why didn't you take the mirrors off? Well, I chose not to because I'm still not sure if I'm going to like this. I still haven't been able to see it, you know, sort of out and about. So that's one reason. And another reason is it's a big job to get those door cards off, and I just decided not to do it right now. And if it's an issue, I will address it. And if not, wish I had a bit more fingernail than what I have right there. So I think I'm going to get one of my little tools. But nevertheless, I think I'm going to like it. I really want to see it sort of where I can, you know, get a better look at it. It's kind of hard to tell with being in the garage here. Try and get maybe out of the light a little. I don't know. I can tell you one thing, it looks 100% better than that water spotted chrome did. There's no doubt about that. And what's nice with this car is, see, this is the rubber molding here, and this is now the Plasti Dip. So it really all kind of blends together nicely. So I'll get back with you in a little while, and at some point I'll have to add a little onto the end when I get it outside and get it washed and waxed and cleaned up, because it's a mess right now. So I'll get back to you in a little while. Alright, YouTube fans, it's Hair BMW with an update on the blacking out my trim on my E9330i. Everything was going really well until, you know, as it want to happen, got right down to the very last little bit, and I'm not entirely sure why it didn't work, but I'll show you here. You can see this piece of chrome right here is on its piece of chrome right there is on its second go round, so that's the first coat of a second go round. It there's you're never going to see it, but there's a little tiny piece of plastic trim that runs around in there, and everywhere else on the car it would peel off of there really clean, but in this case it just grabbed and started to peel off, and this is a wide flat piece, so it just was a mess. And I mentioned earlier that I thought I had done probably more than I needed to when it came to taping off and papering up the car. Well, I got news for you. This stuff, even though it sprays like, well, I should say not even though, it sprays and has overspray to the extent that a rattle can of any paint would. You know, I had this covered before, and this whole quarter panel back here has got overspray on it. And when it's so thin and so sparse, it doesn't just roll up and peel off like the other stuff. So I've got a job ahead of me. But overall, you know, I think it looks really good. I'm happy with it. Definitely looks better than the water spotted trim that was on there. So we'll see. But it really, by and large, it does as advertised. It rolls up, peels off. You just have to be careful. And that's about all I can say about it, really. It's yeah, I mean, it's basically as advertised. So I've had videos on all day trying to catch up with all the folks that I subscribe to, and Sam Adams is here, so you know it's a weekend. And I'm about to have a visit with Fidel. I've got a little cigar planned for this afternoon, hidden under there. And working on another project here. I've already put up a video about some of the work that I've done on there, but I've got a spare piece of a wood veneer around from a project I had done before, so I'm going to redo the top here on my Harbor Freight roll around cart with some walnut veneer that I had, so that I can use this as a work surface and not mess it up. I'm going to have to fix the spray adhesive the top on, but anyway, it'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. So that's about it. I'll catch you up when I get the next 3 coats of the Plasti Dip on that last piece of trim, and I may or may not wait to put this up until I've had a chance to have some decent weather and excuse me, get the car washed, and I might do that today. I doubt very much. Races it. I think it's at Dover tomorrow, so by the time I get home from church, you know, might have a chance. Don't know. But that's about it, really. Car's filthy, and now I've got a lot more work to do to get some of that Plasti Dip overspray off. But yeah, that's okay. It's not a big deal. It'll come off. And very excited. Got a subscriber named Christopher in Norway, and he's done some work with Plasti Dip before, so he and I have communicated back and forth about some of that. So I'm excited to see when Christopher sees this video, how he feels it came out. I think he probably even has a little bit more experience with this than I do. But nevertheless, it's good. It's Saturday in the garage. It can't be bad. So that's about it. I'll get back with y'all later and show you the end results. So far, I'd say it's pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. Alright, bye. Well, hey there, YouTube fans. It's Hair BMW, and as you can see, here in eastern North Carolina, we're due to get 3 to 6 inches of rain this weekend, so there's no way I'm going to be able to get some really nice shots of the finished product of the chrome blackout on my car. But I don't know. I think probably you can see up at the front there a little bit. I'll go in the garage in a minute. The grill blacked out, and then you can see all the way around the windows. That used to be chrome, and it's now nicely blacked out. And I have to say that I'm very, very happy with it. I think it looks really good. It looks 100 times better than that nasty water spotted chrome. So there you go, folks. That's the best I'm going to be able to do for you today, given the weather we have. And that's going to be a little hard with the headlights right there, but I think the car looks fantastic. My Griot's Garage paint restoration, water's just running off, You can see that line right there, but that's where the drip line's coming off the building right now. But other than that, it just sheets off. So I just wanted to give you all a final shot. I'm about to combine these videos, do a little editing, and put it up. So you ought to see this by Sunday night, I guess. So just getting back in from church, and got a few other little projects I gotta try and do today, but not much. The race will be in Dover, so I'll be watching that, and so we'll see. That's about it. I hope you all have a great week. It's definitely not a John Kerry day, but that's okay. So we'll talk to you again when we have another project. All right, bye.